Okay, we're going to do this part of the notes a little bit out of order. We're actually going to start down here, and the symbol for if and only if is the double arrow, and sometimes it's written as IFF, and it kind of saves you some ink in your ink pen. You will graduate. Graduate. If and only if. I could put IFF. I'm going to actually write it out. If and only if you pass 4 English classes. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. You're going to graduate if and only if you pass 4 English classes. So, if you graduate, you pass 4 English classes, then this statement is true. Okay, so let's kind of make some sense of this. The only time you're going to graduate is when you pass 4 English classes. So if you graduate, then you passed English classes. So this is true. I'm going to jump down to here, the bottom one. But you didn't graduate, which means you didn't pass 4 English classes. Based on this sentence, that means this is true. Okay, so let's clarify. An if and only if statement means that one condition is tied to the other one. And I'm about to write this up here. But in order for me to mark it true, they have to have the same truth value. False and false, or true and true. So these are false. Because I graduated, but I didn't pass 4 English classes, or I didn't graduate, but I did pass 4 English classes. Now, in the real world, that's not the best example, because I could pass 4 English classes and not pass all math classes, or I'm missing some other requirement. But for the sake of this sentence right here, you will graduate if and only if you pass 4 English classes. I say that as if that's the only requirement, and assuming that would be the case, like the only thing you have to have in all of high school is 4 English classes. If that was the case, then you will graduate if you pass 4 English classes, and only if you pass 4 English classes. So let's write this down. In order for an if and only if statement to be true, both statements must have the same truth value. And so we have to watch these very closely. Notice again the double-sided arrow. So if I said, let's go back to the beginning of these notes. If I was to say, if you mow my lawn, if and only if I give you $50, or I'll give you $50 if and only if you mow my lawn. That means I will never give you $50 unless you've mowed my lawn. You could wash my car, I won't give you $50. You could paint my house, I won't give you $50. The only time I'll ever give you $50 is if you mow my lawn. That is the only time. And so you don't mow my lawn, you don't get $50. You mow my lawn, you get $50. That's it. If and only if. That's the only circumstance under which that would happen. Okay? You could be a super nice person. I ain't giving you $50. Not unless you mow my lawn. All right? That's what if and only if means. So let's do this one. So now we're going to make this a little more realistic. Now, there are other requirements, but let's pretend that in our high school, all you need to graduate is 4 English and 4 math. So we're going to, for the sake of this example, ignore social studies and science and all the other things that are important, but for the sake of this example, here goes. You go to the English math school. And in the English math school, this is the way it is. Q and R. You pass 4 English and, I used the ampersand, pass 4 math classes. I clearly did not pass a penmanship class. Okay, P, you will graduate. You will graduate. If and only if you pass 4 English and 4 math classes. If you pass 4 English and 3 math, you don't graduate. And if you graduate, that means you passed 4 English and you passed 4 math. And if you didn't graduate, that means you missed something somewhere. All right, let's do this. Pick a color. Yellow sounds good. Boink. Q and R. I need the same thing in both columns. Let me rephrase that. I need two truths to make it true. I was speaking about this over here for a moment. All right, I need two truths to make it true. There we go. All right, that's it. Everything else is false. Sometimes when I do these, I leave off the F's. I just put the T's. Makes it easier. Makes it incomplete, but it makes it easier. All right. P, Q, and R. Okay, this is if and only if. I am looking for both statements to have the same truth value in order for the if and only if to be true. So here goes. I'm looking for two truths or two falses. If I see the same thing, I put true. I graduated, I passed 4 English, and I passed 4 math. True, yeah. I graduated, but I didn't pass them. Well, something went wrong. I graduated, didn't pass. Then that's not right. Graduated, didn't pass. That's not right. I didn't graduate, but I did pass. Somebody messed up my record somewhere. That's false. I didn't graduate, I didn't pass. Well, that's fair. That means that this statement is true. I'll graduate if and only if I passed 4 English and 4 math. I didn't graduate, I didn't pass. Fair enough. False, false. Double false on an if and only if is a true, and false, false is a true.